Hello there, and welcome to another video. Now, this one is been not, I guess, requested by my guide, but has been something that I made as like just a big couple paragraphs in my guide in our Discord. Real nice place, anyways. Besides that, it's real nice and simple. And basically what it is that it is the order that you should do things for to how you can progress fast in the game, right? And this is going to be a correlation of so many different things that you're going to be happy about it, because I'll be able to go in depth with each one of these squads, starting off with Phoenix. Now let's just say this: Phoenix has been the staple go-to faction for the longest time now. Separatists were a faction that people targeted, try to get Padme, but Padme doesn't build into anything else. So that's why I think Phoenix is better, because you can get Phoenix to build Empire that builds R2, and R2 builds CLS. And then you just need Ewoks and Bounty Hunters to get both C-3PO and Chewbacca respectively, and boom, you have literally one endgame team already. So, like, yeah, really good stuff. So yeah, you start off with your Phoenix. That brings you to Grand Admiral Tarkin. And from Mad Admiral Tarkin, you build your CLS Rex, and then you get your standard CLS team. Right? Pretty basic stuff. Now, you have Bosk, which is Bosk-led bounty hunters that you could either do Jango Fett or Boba Fett. And then the last two really don't matter. As long as you have Dengar that can survive the first few hits, put himself under stealth, and then stop R2 from spreading stealth, you're going to be fine. The seventh one doesn't matter whether you're going to be using Cad Bane because of his easiness, you're going to be using Mandalorian because of just how Mandalorian works with payouts, or that type of stuff. But usually the core three of bounty hunters is Boss, Boba Fett, and Jango Fett, which is by far one of the easiest combinations to have, which get you Chewbacca. And then you basically get your Ewoks up to snuff, and you get C-3PO. And then you literally have one completed endgame team, because alongside of farming, let's say, you always farm for the team ahead of you. So when you're farming Phoenix, you're also going to be farming for Grand Moff Tarkin and Snowtrooper. When you're farming for Empire, when you're gearing up your Empire, you're going to be farming Obi-Wan, Leia, R2, Luke Skywalker, and Stormtrooper Han. When you're gearing them up to get them up to snuff, you're going to be going after Han Solo and CLS. Then after you get them up to snuff, that's when you're going to go and star up these guys, which I'm not doing a good job of, I'll be honest. And then once you star up those guys, you can then start working on getting your shards for Ewoks, which in turn lets you have time to put gear on your bounty hunters. And from here, after you do your Ewoks, you can get shards for 3PO and Chewie, pretty much, along with other miscellaneous gears that you might need for Han Solo and Chewbacca and C-3PO and CLS, and boom, you're built. And that's literally one of the meta teams at the end game. Then people are going to be like, oh, why are you going for Geos right after CLS and Empire? Well, let's see, you have one meta team with that, you have a second meta team with that, and you have a third meta team with Empire. So you have three meta teams going into Grand Arena, along with Ewoks on the back wall, defensively, or for an offensive team. Really, really useful stuff. Then, like, I know people are gonna be like, well, why do you want Geos? And it's like, Geos just kind of stomp the Padme event, and it's not even close. So yes, I want to use Geos. You slap that Zeta on GBA, get them all to gear 11, you could walk through the event with a breeze, and guess what? You have stuff for, don't mind me blanking, but you have stuff for Darkside Geo TB, which then, as you're gearing these guys up, you can start starring out your Jedi Knight Anakin, Ahsoka Tano, Clone Sergeant, General Kenobi, and, Padme, and along with getting gear for all of them. And now, you're going to be like, wait, where is Grandmaster Yoda? Well, let's see, you got your two Jedi from here, right? From your 2 rebels, Ezra and Kanan. And then you have your 3 Jedi from General Kenobi, Jedi, Anakin, and Ahsoka Tano. Boom. There you go. Especially because you started with Jedi Knight Anakin, Ahsoka Tano, and Old Ben, who is a 6th Jedi, instead of General Kenobi, because, General Kenobi's a raid team, so you're not going to get him great right off the bat. You'll have him like 145, good to plug in, just because of, his synergies that he brings with Jedi Knight Anakin and Ahsoka Tano, alongside Padme. Really good team to have. Clone Sergeant is a Galactic Republic person that I trust. You can also put in Zeta Barrios, or if you have like a clone that you like, you can plug it in right there for that spot. But I'm doing Clone Sergeant because of the fact that it is his ship that is going to help. Because the only 2 other clones that have ships are Rex and Fives, and we'll get to them later. We'll get to them in a hot second. But these teams, pretty simple, good damage dealing. You get Clone Sergeant pretty early. He's a pretty easy character farm. He's pretty easy to gear. His ship's really good for a Galactic Republic reinforcement. Then you farm for your Darth Revan and your Jedi Knight Revan by putting gear on. So you get them start up, you gear them out. Then you get these guys start up while you're gearing them to gear 12. And then you gear these guys up and start them up. And guess what? You get 2 complete teams. You technically get a team of 3 and a team of 4. Or you get 2 teams of 5 and a team of 4. Because, let's see, you get 1, 2, 3. You get 4 Jedi from this. You get Old Republic. And you get 4 Sith Empire characters. So, that's, in a nutshell, pretty good. So, within this farming area, you're going to get a lot of rewards. And it's going to look nice. Now, this is where we're going to deviate to another legendary for Jedi Training Ray, because it's Jedi Training Ray, pretty good, pretty useful. So you're going to have your First Order team, which is literally, these are the easiest First Order characters to get. I actually did the event with Panda, because I have a Gear 11 Panda, and Panda, for those of you who might not know, is First Order Executioner, so foe as well. And for the Ray event, you'll have BB-8 start up. You just need to gear him up. You'll need Finn, Ray Scavenger, Veteran Smuggler, Han Solo, and Chewbacca. Get both of them up, and then you'll be able to get a Ray Jedi training. And then you'll be able to relic these guys up, or gear them up, I should say. Because you already have them all at 7 stars, so you just gear them up, and then you'll just start slowly farming for the other 5 resistance that you have not farmed for, including Veteran Smuggler, getting him up to Relic 3. Because the next team that you're going to go for, before gas, to help you recuperate some of that GAT 1, is SLKR. Now I know, like, oh, hey, don't rush Galactic Legends, but if you're in the ballpark of, let's just say, I don't know, 1.5 million, which you easily could be with this much, or this would actually just be a really well-focused, like, 1 million. But, you're really well focused, you get yourself a GL, you're pretty much going to be near unstoppable, especially if you have great mods. But now this is where I say, oh hey, farm Shock T, farm clones, and get prepared for gas, because my clones are gas ready, but I don't have gas, because I'm waiting for getting a 7-star negotiator. I know how insane that sounds, because you need 185 or 330 total shards, and I only be at 130 or 140. No, I'm at 130 on this account. It's like, go after gas. Well, I wish I could, but I'm not going to go use the Mesa ship because I don't want to. Anyways, I also have other problems other than that. You farm clones and you farm Night Sisters. Why do you farm Night Sisters? Well, Night Sisters are probably a top 5 raid team in the game, because just how they keep dying, they keep coming back, you just keep using them over and over and over and over, and Adventures just gets so much offense if you have her not only modded correctly, but you have her correct abilities. So much offense makes it work so good, and besides you need Ventrance for gas anyways, along with Separatist droids, so you use that for gas, and boom, there's your gas team that we were talking about. And then now we're gonna farm a up for best card Armamando because, scoundrel team. And then you'd literally use those 5 in that scoundrel team. You'll go out and start farming Bad Batch because Bad Batch is quite good. It's a good team to use, and they're really powerful. They take down galactic legends for breakfast. So at this point, you're going to probably be around 2-ish million, maybe 3-ish million. Actually, no, you'll probably be at 2 million. So then you'll be farming what the last 2 teams are on the list is General Veers led and the Imperial Troopers with Darth Trooper, Death Trooper, Piet, and Stark. And then you have your bug counter, because besides Empire, with Darth Traya, Darth Sion, Darth Nihilus, Sith Marauder, and Sith Empire Trooper. You can go farming with Darth Revan if you want to, or if you have him ready. Or if you don't have him ready, then you don't have to. But that's the one thing that you can do. I should go out and get Malik. Anyways, that's besides the point. But now, what am I leaving out if I just click unique only? Well, let's see. We're going to be able to craft a second Bounty Hunter team. Let's just go down the tabs. Bounty Hunter. Boom. Yeah, you're going to be able to squeeze out another Bounty Hunter team to have as a B tier back, or as a B tier team. You're going to have a second, or one last Empire squad to go out and farm. First Order would all be farmed because you'd have SLKR, Galactic Republic. You could do a Qui-Gon-led Jedi team with I'm Gonna Die, and Conehead, aka Cam. Your Geos are farmed, your Imperial Troopers are farmed. Jawas, that's really niche team. But maybe because you focused the correct way, you're going to have stuff to go out and get Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. Let's just keep rolling down the list. So we just clicked out on accident. We got Night Sister, which we're farming, and you could farm up Talia or Night Sister Acolyte just to have them as backups. You'd be having Old Republic farmed up. Your Phoenix, if you're farming Phoenix, gear up Sabine to a decent amount and star up Sabine just because her ship is needed. You'd be able to go out and get not First Order. You'd go out and get a Rebel Fighter team. You could go out and get a Rogue One team. This is when you could farm up the rest of the Resistance to go get a Rey. You can go farm Scoundrels because Scoundrels are good. I'm not going to knock them. Bam and Dash Rendar, quite good. Super power up young Han, Lando, L3, and Vander Chewie. With Dash, that's a good team. And then you can put in Nest and Kira and pretty much solo a bunch of things. You could finish up your Separatist, your Sith. There's not really many Sith. You just need them for miscellaneous Sith just to use with Sith Eternal. Anyways, you have your Sith and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's quite simple. It's a simple roadmap. It's going to be easy for you to guide. You're going to have depth. I don't care if it says on here, but we're going to do this really rapid pace. Ready? Go. You farm Phoenix to get Empire. You farm Empire to get R2. You get R2 with miscellaneous rebels. You get CLS, and you get a starter CLS squad. Then you go farm Bounty Hunters, and you get Chewbacca. And then you farm Ewoks to get C-3PO, and boom, you already have an end team in the game before you're 500k. Then you go get Geonosians, and you go to get Padme. And once you get Padme and the other miscellaneous Jedi that you're farming alongside that, you go get Grandmaster Yoda. And guess what? Because Grandmaster Yoda is going to be that 5th with Jedi Knight Revan, because you get Basil Shanfallen, Jolie Bindo, Jedi Knight Revan, and Juhani. Boom, 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 boom. You get your 5th Jedi in. Boom. You farm up just a Sith Empire Trooper to plug in with Darth Malik or a Sith Marauder. You farm one of those two. Plug in with him. I recommend Sith Marauder. Does a lot of damage. Plug in with that. Then you also have your Karth team with Karth, Canderous, T3, Mission, and Zalabar. Or if you don't want to use T3, you could always use Nest, but I don't recommend farming Nest because you're going to have a hard time. You farm up a First Order team, Resistance team, and then you get Resistance team, and then you get your second Resistance team. And with those two, or not Resistance team, First Order team. Then you go get SLKR, because SLKR is the best Galactic Legends besides Jedi Master Luke. But the only problem with him is that he requires Relegate Mats, and if you're not in a guide that can do Challenge Rancor Pit, then guess what? You have to hoard them. So you just go after SLKR anyways. Then after SLKR, you farm up clones and Night Sisters and General Grievous droids to go get gas. As soon as you get gas, that's when you go get BAM and the Bad Batch, along with Imperial Troopers. And if you have not already gotten Sith, the Sith Triumvirate, you go out and get the Sith Triumvirate. And that's when you go for the slow farm, such as the Executor, not General Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, I can't English anymore. I'm just gonna end the video here. Bye bye.